Hi everyone and good morning. My name is Miss Estefania. I'm here at Wanscott Public Library. Today we are open 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. And we are open. So today I'm going to be reading Chateau Goes Cruising. This is written by Gary Soto and illustrated by Susan Guevara. I want to say a big thank you to Puffin Books and Penguin Young Readers Group for giving the permissions to read their books. Thank you so much. If you didn't know, this month, or actually September 15th to October 15th, is considered Hispanic Heritage Month, Hispanic / Latino, Latina, Latinx Heritage Month. So just to give you a little bit of information about that. So this month we celebrate the cultures of Spain, Mexico, the Caribbean, Central and South America. And then just a fun fact, Hispanic Heritage Celebration, it used to be a week-long celebration, and then it was extended to a month celebration by President Ronald Reagan. So that was in 1988. So that was very recent. It was about 32, if I'm doing the math correctly, about 32 years ago, which isn't that long ago if you think about it. So it's for today, I'm going to be reading this book, and then afterwards, we are going to have a mini Spanish lesson, okay? All right, I'm gonna move this way so that we can see the book. So Chateau Goes Cruising. Ooh, and I just wanted to add this in here. Do you see that? A New York Times Best Illustrated Book of the Year. So let's take a look at the illustrations in this book. Win a cruise for two, Chateau read, while popping crunchies into his mouth. Feeling lucky, he clawed the entry form from the bag. Entry form. And he filled it out. He sealed it shut. And he put it in the mail. A few weeks later, Chateau shouted, "Chihuahua, we won!" "Won what, home cat?" Novio boy asked. "The cruise for two." Chateau became dreamy. "Man, I've always wanted to taste coconut milk. Plus, eat fish tacos in la playa. And there's a lot of sand for you know what." You know what? There's a lot of sand for you know what. Sand. Cats and sand. Oh, to use the restroom, maybe? They giggled and they gave each other a low 4. But wait, I don't like the ocean. It's got too much agua in it. No problema, no problem. We'll just take along inner tubes, just in case. When they arrived at the dock, they were surprised to find it full of dogs. 2 huskies, large as couches, were running up the gangplank. A chihuahua was shivering and barking on the deck. "I don't know about this," Novio boy cried. "Come on, they look like nice perritos, like nice puppies, nice doggies," Chato pleaded. Novio boy knew that his best friend wanted to go on the cruise real bad. He would do it for Chato. After all, they had known each other since they were kittens. Best friends, they even shared the same water bowl. "Pues, I guess I can hang," Novio boy said bravely. "Welcome aboard, my feline amigos," the captain called. Amigos, friends. "We ain't prejudiced or nothing, but tú sabes, we had problemas with your kind in the past. Hope we can get along." "All bad dogs will be put on a leash," says the captain, "and snacks are served at 1500 hours. The first night, dinner was canned dog food and a fancy taco shell, plus 16 kinds of dog biscuits. Ooh, does that sound good for a cat? I don't know. "How can they eat this grub?" Novio boy whispered. He breathed into his paws, picking up a peculiar odor. "You got any gum?" Chato asked. He rolled his tongue over his fangs. "This comida is fuchi." Comida, food, fuchi. So that's like a way of saying yucky or like gross. Under the stairs, the dogs partied down. They played jump for the frisbee, tree the cat, and pitch the flea collar. When they started to dance, the hound dog hustle, Chato and Novio boy were swatted by the tails of wild partying dogs. "They play rough," Chato remarked. "And they don't have any games for us," Novio boy meowed sadly. "Okay, time to play Bark at the Moon. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And the dogs barked and howled. How do you howl? Like, oh, right? Kind of, or like that. Bark, bark. says Chato. Howl, says Novio Boy. Man, how do they do that? I know, it's killing my throat. The two friends went to bed, unable to sleep because the dogs kept howling. Chato and Novio Boy sink down to the library. Nice choice. Great dog rescues. Man, this is sorry. Here's the incredible journey. There's un gato in that one. Yeah, but the dog is a star. They couldn't find many books about other cats. In the morning, Chato planned to snooze in the sun, but the dogs had taken over the deck, running around with their faces fat with milk bones. Lonche, munch. These dogs don't have much manners. I can see food in their mouths, muy ugly. They're gonna get sick from eating and running around at the same time. You watch. After this, the Macarena. The next day, Chato and Novio Boy played with tangled yarn and a chewed up tennis ball. They battered around a cloth rat until they were bored. Then they made up their own game called Scaredy Cat. Chato and Novio Boy hopped onto the ship's rail. Takes purr. How do you purr? Perfect cat balance, Chato saying. Fíjate, check me out, Novio Boy bragged. One pata and I ain't even using my nails to hang on. That looks like fun, says one of the dogs. Bravo. And they all started copying them. Copycats. On the third day, the captain barked on the loudspeaker. Attention, please. We have a medical emergency, but don't panic. He staggered toward Chato and Novio Boy. The dogs are sick and the radio's broken. Take the rowboat, he said. Get help. So the dogs were partying too hard. You know dogs don't know when to stop eating, they say. And with the boat rocking, pues, they're all messed up. Chato and Novio Boy were happy to get off the cruise ship. We'll be back, they promised. The two cats rowed like mad for hours and hours. Their arms ached before they spotted a ship. Mira, Chato shouted. It's a cat cruise, the one we should have been on. The partying cats are wild as pirates. They were loco on catnip and fat from drinking bottles of milk. They had bags under their eyes from staying up all night. Do you see the cats on the cruise ship? Ahoy, Chato yelled. Ayúdanos. Help us, friends. A whole shipload of dogs are sick. Don't worry about them. They're only dogs, an orange cat yelled. Party with us. Jump on board. We're playing corner of the mouse. Let's stay. We deserve some fun. There's going to be a solid pachanga tonight. And then we're on our way to Cozumel. Although it sounded like a cool time, they had given the word to the captain. They had to find help for the dogs. We gave our palabra, home cat, Chato said. We gotta keep going. We promised to help, man. Yeah, we did. Haha, dog rescuers! Do you fetch? The two cats paddled away and away until the sky darkened, the wind roared, and the waves grew large and wicked. Oh no, you crying? They said to each other. Nah, my whiskers are just wet, he said. I wish I was home. Me and you both. What a stupid vacation. Be brave, Chato told himself, but he closed his eyes when the really big waves splashed them. Suddenly, their rowboat was lifted onto a huge wave that sent them head over tail. I don't know, it's kind of scary. Oh, but they landed on a soft, sandy beach. They were both wet as mops, and Novio Boy had lost his earring. Oh, but they were glad to be alive, and extra glad because now they found themselves among vacationing veterinarians. What are veterinarians? They're doctors, but for animals. So that's very lucky. Oye, there's these sick dogs that need some pills or something. You don't look too well yourself, said some of the veterinarians. Vets to the rescue. In no time, they were on board the dog cruise ship. The vets got to work on the poor pooches, who whined and howled. I hate it when they put that stick in your mouth, Chato gagged. Or when they shine the light in your eyes, Novio Boy agreed. It's like the headlights of a car. Like you're going to get run over, huh? Chato remarked. On behalf of the SS Barky, we wish to award you with these honorary captain's hats, said the captain. Congratulations, mates, he said to Chateau and, what was his name? Novio Boy. And medals of honor. Your bravery was above and beyond the call of duty. What does it say here? Can you read that? Barky hero. Ooh, when Chateau and Novio Boy got home, their legs were wobbly from living on a cruise ship for a week. They staggered around and fell. They laughed as they remembered when they were kittens and could hardly walk. Novio Boy brought out a brand new bag of his favorite cat food. Finally, he said, real food. He read, win a cruise to the Canary Islands. It says, win a cruise to the Canary Islands. An island full of tasty canaries? What are canaries? They're birds. Yeah, I can almost taste the feathers. Orale, Chateau meowed and gave his friend a low 4, but this time we got on the right boat. The two friends sailed to the mailbox, cruising the street slow and easy. And that is the end. So on the back here, there is a glossary of some of the Spanish words that were in the book. But I was thinking we'll go over a few of them together. Okay, so that'll be our activity for today. So I'm going to use my handy dandy whiteboard, my marker and eraser to go over these words with you. So let's learn a few words in Spanish. It's Hispanic Heritage Month. Let's learn a few words. So a few words that they say in the book. Let's see. So I'm going to write it in English and then we'll learn how to say it in Spanish, okay? So okay. So this is water. So water in English, how do we say that in Spanish? And I'm going to write that on the back. So do you know how to say water in Spanish? Water is agua. Can you say agua? Agua. That's how you say it. So water is agua. All right, let's do the next words. But first I gotta erase this one. Let me erase these. All right, next word, I'm gonna say some of the words that we use in this book. Food. Can you see that? I wrote my D's a little weird. I don't know why, but I've always written it that way. And people always, they're like, what is that? Is that a 6? So that's food, F-O-O-D. How do you say food in Spanish? Have you ever heard people say food in Spanish? I'm gonna eat food. Voy a comer comida. So food is comida. Can you say that? Comida, food. So when they say cat food, comida, and then actually cat is one of our words, but we'll do that. We'll do that one at the end, maybe. Or maybe you remember how to say that word. So in the book, they were sailing around and they landed on a, do you remember? After the big wave hit them, they landed on a beach. Do you remember that? They landed on a beach. So how do we say beach in Spanish? We are going to the beach. Vamos a la playa. So you say playa in Spanish for beach. Can you say playa? Playa. So it's kind of spelled similarly to play, huh? If you think about it, play with an A at the end, that's how you spell beach in Spanish. P-L-A-Y-A. Playa. And I do not have the best eraser for this. Okay, so let's think of another word. So when they're hungry, they eat lunch, right? In the middle of the day, we eat lunch. So how do you say lunch in Spanish? It's very similar to lunch in English. So lunch in Spanish is lonche. Very similar. Can you say lonche? Lonche. Lonche. That's how you say lunch in Spanish. And you see it almost sounds similar, like lunch, lonche. There's a few words, there's actually a lot of words in Spanish that sound very similar to words in English. So let's do another one. Let's see. So when they see something, they go, look, right? They say, look. And so how do you think we say look in Spanish? So this one is not similar to look in English. It's very different. So they say look. When we see something in Spanish, we say mira. Mira, mira allá, look over there. So that's how you say it, mira. So it's M-I-R-A. Can you try saying that? Can you try saying mira? That one's a cool word if you think about it a lot. So it's M-I-R-A. You say look. You say mira. So what did we learn so far? We learned water, agua. We learned food, comida, beach, playa, lunch, lonche. And so, and then we just learned, look, mira, right? So let's do the last one. So this one would be basically the title of the book. Or what are the main animals in this book? It's a cat. Cats, right? So how to say cat in Spanish? Cat is gato. G-A-T-O. This one kind of sounds similar. Cat, gato. You can kind of hear it, but if you want to say like, look, a cat, right? And we learned how to say look. So in Spanish, you would say mira un gato. And that's how you say cat in Spanish. So it's G-A-T-O. Mira un gato. Look, a cat, right? Okay, thank you so much for joining me today for story time. Remember, September 15th to October 15th, that's Hispanic Heritage Month. And I'm glad you're here with me to learn some words in Spanish. Okay, so I hope you guys have an awesome week. And then hopefully, if you're going to school or if you're being homeschooled, I hope you have a great day learning at school. Bye, everyone.